Alright, ladies and gents, it's time for me to do my monthly reading of your comments and answering them online video. So let's begin. I get a message from Abik Aki telling me, Miller beats AJ, you Yankee social media mercenary. At it again, motherfucker, that fat bum Miller beat AJ, you're dumb of the most deluded gangsters. So he wrote this in the video where I guess I said that AJ would beat Anthony Joshua. These are the type of comments I get, guys. I have nothing to say to this guy. Rob Lee then writes, whether you like them or not, the LDBC is the best going today. Woo! I have nothing against the LDBC, but do I think they're the best, Rob Lee? No. I think they're, a lot of them have an agenda. A lot of them are biased as hell. They won't admit it, but a lot of them are biased. But I don't have a problem against them. I do agree with them sometimes, but a lot of times I don't either. La Lonsko said, it's going to be another 2 years before AJ fights Joseph Parker. Too much politics, too much greed. I hope not. I hope that fight happens next year. But, yeah, don't say that. Don't say another 2 years, man. I don't want to wait 2 years. James Roberts writes, just another attempt to sour his name. People making videos to get views. Just like when he apparently banged Amir Khan's missus. All BS. You talk like he's guilty before you know what's behind it. Poor form. So James Robert is talking about my video where I said that Anthony Joshua was saying that the black race is superior to all race. First of all, I'm not the only one who did this. Okay? Everybody in the YTBC or in the LWC or anywhere in the boxing community on YouTube made a video talking about this. And how am I? You're acting like I'm the one who did this just for views. He's the one who put this out there. Eddie Chambers put this out there, and it was all because of Anthony Joshua who initiated this. So don't come at me saying and yeah, I am doing this for views too. Yeah. But again, it wasn't like I just made this up. It wasn't like I decided I'm going to just make up something and say that Anthony Joshua is saying that black people are superior. It wasn't like I made that up. I don't do that. What I said was just, I was making a video talking about what Anthony Joshua said to Eddie Chambers. So get out of here, James Roberts. Boxing Clever Round 2, right? You said it, mate. Is an LDBC thing. What if the LDBC hacked his phone and account and thought, F you Brits, with all your black and white folks getting on well in the boxing community, we are going to bring your poison right into your ranks. Laugh out loud. I don't think the LDBC are smart enough to know how to hack. Because you have to be smart to know how to hack into people's IPs. I don't think they're bright enough to do that. Boxing Clever Round 2. Tony O'Reilly writes, laughing my fucking ass off. AJ is not a member of the black race. His dad is half Irish. That makes him mixed race. I didn't know his dad was half Irish, but to me, he looks black. And if I could recall, I believe he's Nigerian. I believe AJ is Nigerian, or his family was from Nigeria. Yeah. Fami Dan writes, I wouldn't jump the gun just yet, until all the facts are out. It is very random and makes no sense in the context of things. Also, the grammar is inconsistent. Either his friend stole his phone to fuck around or his account got hacked. Dude, Dan, AJ's account didn't get hacked. His friends didn't steal his phones. Who will steal AJ's phones? AJ is an intimidating guy. Is a very intimidating guy. He's 6'10". He's 300 pounds of muscle, and he's a champion, and he can knock you out in 2 seconds. Why would anyone have the balls to steal his phone? It was him. He just doesn't want to admit it. Mego Yaxi writes, okay, I don't know what this is. Please watch all. I'm not gonna read this. This guy, I'm probably gonna block him. He looks like he's a one of those trolls. Okay, Alan writes, it's private messaging. That's why AJ not going to post it on his okay, I don't get that. Richard St. Adams writes, US big and Las Vegas is awash with laundered money. But the gamblers are disciplined businessmen, not charities. Deontay Wilder, are you saying you and your promoter couldn't find 2 or 3 gamblers to put the money for the fight you want? I'm just going to ignore that. Richard Saints writes again. Dumb by definition. A challenger for a belt is the aggressor, and a prospect who wants something very badly. If that is the case, along with your challenge, submit a proposal to the one who has what you want. This is what AJ did in the case of Charles Martin, the one who walked the earth like a god. The norm, Wilder fans. Tell the bomber before you go make noise in the usual social outlets. Fax or email your propose to the one who holds. God damn it, this guy. What are you? Are you like a spokesman? Richard Saints, are you like a spokesperson for Anthony Joshua? God damn. Now I'm going to read this. Twitch and Ash writes, McGregor, you have to see this right now. Anthony Joshua came out to the other day and said some racist shit. He got exposed by Eddie Chambers. He was calling black people the superior race and said a whole bunch of shit. He's been exposed for the fake nice guy. He tried to act like you have to see this. Yeah, and I made a video about this already. Mr. Twitch and Ash. Hussein writes, Wilder will be AJ. I wouldn't be shocked. Dion Roberts writes, Wilder just talks shit all day so someone will listen. But no one really cares. Team Parker are in talks with Hearn and AJ because they matter. Wilder is just a dude with the other belt who hasn't fought anyone for years. Actually, Dion Roberts, people do care because everybody in the YTBC make videos about Wilder. Everybody. And especially UK boxing fans. UK boxing uploaders make videos about Wilder on a daily basis. And the reason they make videos about Wilder on a daily basis is because they get the most views out of it. Look at any YouTube boxing channel. They make, UK boxing channel. They make videos talking about Wilder on a daily basis because that's how they get their revenue. That's how they get the most views from. It's from Wilder. Again, these are facts. Emma Lely writes, oh God, what is this? Polonices. I'm going to butcher this. I'm sorry. Polonices ain't scared of nobody. It's the promoters who probably don't believe that Joseph Parker can beat Dillian White. Oh, you're saying that because when I said that Wilder said that Joseph Parker is scared, so you're saying Joseph Parker is not scared? I don't think Joseph Parker is scared either. But I don't think he's the best heavyweight. Twitch and Ash writes, you're a troll, yes. Red Fox writes, ha ha ha, oh, to my open love letter to the LDBC, yes. Excuse me. Roll Jam 07 2000 writes, you don't know too much about sporting athletics in general. Those basketball players run all the time, and you see quite a few that look overweight. Yeah, but Adrian Broner is just undisciplined. He's fat and undisciplined, dude. Mr. Easley writes, you're correct. Deontay Anthony Joshua will not be the same after your fight. He'll be one belt closer to undisputed champion of the world. That's what you think. He might lose. You never know, dude. You never know, Mr. Asili. He might lose. Copend09 writes, Oscar also wasn't allowed to rehydrate for the Manny Pacquiao fight. Really? I didn't know that. 76 Rogers is laughing out loud, basically laughing to my open love letter, yeah. See, I like making guys laugh. That's why I do these videos like that. Stephen B writes, he's not worth 50%. Do you not understand boxing? How old are you? Sound like a kid. I am a kid, Stephen B. I am. I'm younger than most of the people in the YTBC. Phil B writes, we in the UK are not deluded regarding the split as we have no financial gain either way. The comments are based on the facts that AJ is the A side. If the fight is made and should get the higher percentage, as you say, if AJ loses, Wilder becomes the A side. It's common sense, and he then has the upper hand in the negotiation tables. From the comments I've read on YouTube, predominantly from Americans, except you, don't seem to get or won't admit it. Dude, that was a troll video. Relax, Phil B. J Money writes, you sound dumb. AJ and his team are the ones bringing in all the revenue. Without AJ, Wilder wouldn't even make $3 million in fight. Wilder needs the fight. AJ don't need Wilder. I'm not from the UK. I'm just speaking business. If Wilder gets 90%, 90 to 10, that'll still be more than he's ever made. Wilder is poorly managed and promoted. They gave away tickets to his last fight. Floyd used to take home $32 million and give his opponents $3 million. I understand this, J Money, but I like trolling people, not get off my ass. Then this guy writes, please tell them, brother, they are not listening. They are defended by blind passion. Read my comment which I made following after yours. Eugene Smith writes, bro, what is you doing? This is just sick. I'm a sick individual. Stephen B writes, laugh out loud. Wilder getting beat. Wilder might beat your boy, dude. Man in Water writes, I think you're having a mental breakdown. I have a mental breakdown every day of my life, cuz. Sporting Icon writes, laughing out loud. Smiley emojis on the LDBC rejected me video. Jason writes, why are you generalizing all UK boxing fans? This video is not accurate. Unsubbed. You unsubbed to me because I was trolling. Whatever, dude. DC writes, I'm British and think Rob Brandt just had a bad night and wasn't ready for this tournament, but gave him credit for coming to Germany to fight the German hero. Really? He's a German hero, that guy? I don't know. That Brandt will either learn from this and get better or stay at American domestic level. Britain rules boxing and is going to get much better. So maybe Brandt should fight some British, Britain domestic level fighters and try and work up there from there. But should fight in Britain, where I think he will be liked by us, just like Let's Go Champ is loved by the British and wanted him to fight. Hey, that is where Brandt should fight. I wasn't impressed by Robert Brandt, DC. I think Robert Brandt is a mediocre fighter. He didn't impress me at all. You know, hey, to each their own. I just wasn't impressed with Robert Brandt. I cannot pronounce your name and I'm not even going to try. He writes, period. Phil B writes, Wreck, you are the first American I've heard with a realistic view on how the Wilder camp should go about negotiations. Take a smaller percentage, and if Wilder wins, he then calls the shots. Props to you. Thank you. I'm going to comment for that. Thank you, Phil B. I appreciate this. And yeah, I'm just being real. Whatever man writes, Kovalev will never be the same. I guarantee it. Ward took his soul. Yeah, I agree. Ward destroyed Kovalev forever. 76 Riders writes, Buster Douglas' resume is better than Wilder's. He'll only fight for a couple of more years. Then he won't be remembered. I do agree. I think Buster Douglas fought better opposition than Deontay Wilder. Tim Nick replies, it all depends on Wilder's next fights in the next years. You cannot foresee Wilder's future. That's true, Tim Nick. Tim Nick writes, very hard to talk about that. Joshua versus Wilder. It needs to happen. Then we will know more. Most probably it's a 50-50 fight, but Wilder should be hungrier than Joshua because Joshua is like, I have beaten Vladimir. I don't need Wilder. That could be a mistake in Joshua's mindset. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, Tim Nick. I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know because he doesn't have as much fights as Wilder. So maybe they're both exactly hungry. Bumbling YTBC Cop Response Channel, aka Boxing Librarian writes, sorry, Joshua, but I totally disagree. Oh, when he's talking about when Joshua says that if he beats if he beats Joseph Parker and what's his name, Deontay Wilder, he'll be in the same alongside Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Yeah, I think they have to like see how their resumes progress. Maybe, you know, in 10 years I'll say something different. But we have to see how their careers progress. Joseph Parker and what's his name, of course, Deontay Wilder. Derek Robbins writes, how about Wilder puts those names on his resume before he fights Joshua? That's the normal route. It's very unlikely that Wilder would continue to fight if Joshua beats him. His overhype would come crashing down, and I doubt very much that he would then seek out those top names that he hasn't fought up until now. Yeah, you got a point. I like that comment. You got a point, Derek. Excuse me, Robbins. Callie Harley writes, that shows how much he really wants to fight, making stupid demands. His last fight did 11,000 and an 18,000 capacity hall. Joshua's last two fights did 90,000 and 70,000. So Wilder should get 10 through 90% split or a 20-80% at best. Parker versus Joshua would sell out if Wilder doesn't want it. Yeah, you're right. I agree. Twitch and Ash writes, dude, get an Xbox One so we can game together and tear it up online. I'm going to have to make money to get an Xbox One first, so yeah. Cranium 1210 writes, I told you, do what you want, but stay truthful, all that matters. Hey man, sometimes it's good to act like, I understand what you're saying, Cranium, you know, I should stay truthful, but in clown. But I also like just doing stuff just to annoy people, you know, that's just the way I am. Boxing Librarian writes, I didn't unsub. I never said you unsubbed. And I have thumbs no video down. I never said you thumbs any video down either. Never said that. Never said that. I said that I said I thought you unsubbed because you no, that's what I said. I said I thought you unsubbed because the way you were talking, you were acting like, okay, I'm not gonna support, I still like you, but because you support the LDBC, I don't want to be your friends anymore. I don't want to be associated with people who support the LDBC. I thought that was a little over dramatic, so that's why I say I thought you unsubbed. So yeah, I was wrong on that. But the way you acted, you were talking like you unsubbed. Delboy94 writes, people take this shit serious and this proved a good experiment. Well, thank you. You see, Delboy was smart enough to also know that I was just clowning. Master IP gave me an article. Dan Mac writes, calm down, man. It's only a sport and it's your opinion. Others can agree or disagree. Incidentally, I disagree with your video. I know, Dan Mac. I'm just trolling, man. I'm just trolling. Emmanuel Yadia writes, you make good points. Fury beat Klitschko easily. Tyson could make Joshua and Wilder miss punches all day. Yeah, he could. I think Fury could beat both Joshua and what's his name, Wilder, especially Wilder. But again, it all depends how Tyson Fury is. I don't know how he is. Is Tyson Fury still Tyson Fury? I have no idea, mate. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. Master P. All right. And that's it. That's where it ends because I read this. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, then okay. But if you did, I appreciate it, guys. And if you watched the whole thing, I appreciate it. McGregor's out. Bye.